Welcome back to part 19 of Death and Request, where immediately following the death of that Intoma Queen, we're going to find out what happens to that terminal in Sheena. What's the matter? It's terrible that Sheena experiences agony when she defeats one of the Intoma Queens, but for the sake of her memories, hang in there, Sheena. Sheena! Stay strong, Sheena. Claire, what's going into Sheena? Sheena's been slowly recovering her memory to the last year. I can't explain how it happens, but whenever she destroys one of the Intoma Queens, just like the one we encountered, the bugs plaguing this world and even some of the corruption in our world disappears. However, it puts a strain on her body. The nausea is no joke. She won't die though, right? Will she be okay? She's suffering a lot of pain, but there's nothing else we can do but watch. Poor Sheena.
Hey, Sheena? What is it? Read me a book! What? Not again. Okay, I guess. Yay! The mad cards all charged towards Alice. Surprised, Alice screamed, "Ah!" and closed her eyes. Then, something soft grazed Alice's cheek. She slowly opened her eyes, and there she saw her sister wiping away the leaves that had fallen on her. Alice then fell asleep on her sister's lap. As she awoke from her nap, she had found that she had returned from Wonderland back to reality. She couldn't wait to tell her sister all she'd seen. The end. Aw, she's asleep.
Sheena, you're awake. Everything is okay. I'm sorry. It happened again. No need to apologize. You're the one who's enduring all the pain, Sheena. I was right. It's touching that you think about our sake, but you must take care of yourself first. As the pain subsided, if you need time to rest, feel free to let us know. Here's water. Sheena. You guys, thank you for your concern. I'm fine now. Just don't push yourself, okay? If you're ever feeling unwell, let us know immediately. Okay, got it. What? Nothing. I'm just lucky to have such kind friends. So, what'd you see this time? There was a little girl. Little girl? Yes. The memory felt peaceful and carefree. I think the girl and I were living together. Living together, huh? Well, at least it doesn't sound like as traumatic as your last dream. I wonder what kind of relationship I had with her. I guess the answer to that question will come with time as you uncover more memories. Seems like it. Then, we just have to keep going. Still feeling up for it? Yes. Alright, then let's try activating the terminal again. By defeating the Intoma Queen, all of the corruption in this region should be slowly disappearing. Alright, here we go. Sounds like still nothing happened. What's going on? This time the terminal worked, but it didn't teleport anywhere. Odd. I wonder what's wrong. There's a tiny crack in the central orb. Do you think that might be the cause? Huh? Oh, you're right. There! The terminal stone is cracked. We won't be able to use it otherwise. What? Why won't it work? The terminal requires a massive amount of magical energy. It might be because someone had already used it, which caused the stone to crack. Seriously? We came all this way? If we could find another terminal stone that's undamaged, then we are able to reactivate it. There's still hope. I see. Well, it's a mystery to me. How do you know so much about it, Sheena? Huh? Mr. Enigma taught me about them, right, Mr. Enigma? Yeah, I used my fast travel ability to obtain as much information as possible. Alright, it's simple then. We'll look for the new terminal stone, then we can teleport out of here, right? Yes, that would be the case. There might be a terminal stones in either Rosaria Forest, Heartless Palace, or even the Godot ruins. Man, she's so knowledgeable. Claire's giving me daggers with her eyes. I can return back to the forest? And I to the palace? Yes, though it may delay our arrival to Odyssia. Well, there might be a quicker way. What? Tell us more, Enigma! Is that your way of asking for favors? Stop playing hard to get. For a teddy bear, you're a real brat, you know. What? I'm not playing hard to get. You want a piece of me? What did you say? Gotcha, bear. Tell us. What the hell are you? Hey, don't pick me up. You're not allowed to touch me. You know, up close, you're pretty cute. So chubby. Get your hands off of me. Hey, what are you doing? Get away. What? Why? What can't I hug it? You just can't. Get away from him. Celica, cut it out. Mr. Enigma is uncomfortable. Well, we won't know unless we ask him ourselves, will we? Hey, are you uncomfortable? Yes, I am. I thought I made that abundantly clear. She thinks I'm just a stuffed toy, but I can feel her press a massive chest on me. Cut it out, you three. We're trying to have a conversation over here. Oh, where were we? Oh, yeah, the dimensional rift. That opening in the ground that transported you from Rosario to here. Don't you think there might be more of those located on the edge of the coast? Come to think of it, when we were sailing towards the temple on Celica's boat, I thought I saw some glowing opening close to the shoreline. This phenomenon, generally put, is classified as a coordinate bug. If we can learn how to control its application, then we can use it to fast travel. Is that really possible? Leave it to me. I just need to examine its coding. Let's head back to where the rift is. And Sheena being cute again, not liking people touching the Enigma. Mr. Enigma, that rift is a bug though, isn't it? Is it really safe for us to go inside? I think it'll work out. That pause doesn't exactly fill me with confidence. What's that about? Is this a prank? Are we on camera or something? No, that crack is a rift in space. It's no prank. Whoa! Smells like danger! In other words, my heart just skipped a beat. What do you think, Celica? Is this where we part ways? What? Celica, you gotta come with us. It's way more fun with everyone together. I don't know. Celica! Don't give me that look, Al. Of course I'm going along with you guys. Woohoo! Yay! Hooray! So she says. What a relief. I was trying not to think about how sad I would have been if I had to say goodbye. Well, it's an honor, everyone. An honor we share too. As they say, it's not just a destination, it's about the journey too. I can't wait. Yay! It will be lively. Well, shall we get going? I trust you, Mr. Enigma. Actually, I need you to go in first, otherwise I won't be able to examine the code. Jump in and I'll redirect you. Okay. And we get some new stuff as we get more cutscenes. Something I, however, do want to quickly bring mention to, and I noticed this straight away on my first playthrough, so I'm hoping some of you guys did as well. They've already established that outside of Sheena, no one's heard of a camera before. They don't know what it is. There's an ongoing joke of them trying to say the word film, but are unable to because they just don't know the word. They don't know the terminology. Cameras are unknown to this world, so how the fuck does Celica know about it? It doesn't make sense for her to know about it. I picked up on that immediately. It's very suspicious. But that being said, on with the actual cutscene now. I've interrupted to highlight something that just seemed really peculiar to me.
It's super bright! Ah! My eyes! Ah!
You know, you're even louder than you look.
Sorry. What's this? This seems a little different from the dimensional rift we traveled through before. Whoa! Huh? Who cut the lights out? I can't see anything. Enigma, I need comfort.
Hey!
My eyes are starting to adjust.
Huh?
Whoa! Where are we? I've seen all four corners of the world, but nothing like this.
A room of black and white. There are lots of doors floating around. Huh? Who's there?
In a wonderland they lie, dreaming as the days go by, dreaming as the summers die. Are you lost?
Hey, you're... that voice.
You may call me Alice, Alice of the Ludens. I am the agent of desire.
Did you say Ludens?
Yes, you have stumbled into the strain area, where we Ludens lay our weary heads to rest.
We?
They are Nova and Levin, both of them Ludens much like myself. Care to welcome our guests?
What? to these mere humans? What do you think you're staring at, bitch?
Nice to meet you. I'm Levin. The flowers look lovely this time of year, don't they?
Couldn't you two try a bit harder to make our guests feel more at home?
Shut up. Hey, human. Guess I should say hi. I'm Nova, Agent of Wrath. I smell a bunch of weaklings in this group. Hey, elf girl. Like what you see? Maybe direct that glare someplace else, huh?
Lucille, wait! No, don't stop me. How can any of you be civil with them?
Death end time. Attempting to comfort Lucille yourself will result in the death end, and you can't save this one, so you have to fight the Utoma Queen again. Because if a cutscene immediately follows a boss fight, it won't let you save, just to avoid dead gaming you. It took a while to talk Lucille down, but her state of panic was understandable. She soon recovered from a furious outburst, far sooner than I would have guessed. Man, I didn't know Lucille had it in her. In an instant, however, a plume of crimson blood splattered into the air, followed by a sight of Lucille's body carved in half. The wind had been knocked out of me. I could scarcely process what was happening. That's another one that's a bit vague. I think what happened is that she pretended to calm down, and then the moment the opportunity was given, she tried to strike out, and Nova just murdered her. But either way, on with the rest of the actual cutscene. Leave it to Lily.
Please, stay calm, Lucille. We must hear them out first.
Aw, does the poor baby want to kill me? Want a piece of me? Ah! Ooh, I can't get enough of your anger. I want to drink it all up.
Why submit to the folly of pride when there are flowers to be seen? Hey! Hey! Forget it.
Never mind him. He is our agent of fear. He is skittish but peculiar all the same.
Izanashi, they're...
Yeah. None of these three are characters that we implemented into the game, right?
Right. What's going on?
Let's listen to whatever they have to say. Very carefully.
But her voice sounds so familiar.
There is one more of us. The one named Ripuka. Sadly, however, she isn't here to join us.
Where'd she go? Why isn't she here?
Not sure. Her affairs are her own. I am not her keeper.
Who are you people? Who are the Ludens?
We're no one. Yet. Why don't you tell us?
Don't dodge my question. Sheena and I both know that you're not of this world.
This one loves to speak nonsense. Well, in truth, the answer is unclear for us all. Who are we to say what we are, or what we are not? All we know is that we exist, that this place is known as the Strain Area, and that of the Ludens, there are 4. Thus, all that is or ever was has already been determined. Nothing more, nothing less.
That's not an answer.
If the Ludens are, in fact, being played by real people like Sheena is, then would it confirm that Aggle is involved from behind the scenes? No, they could be a group of hackers. Which is it?
Even if, let's say, you were humans in the real world, you're setting into motion things that cannot be undone. This world has been tampered with by an influx of bugs. Worst case scenario, you die. Haven't you caught on yet?
Izanashi! Huh? Real world? I thought that we couldn't speak about the real world in front of Lily and the others.
It might be risky that we let the cat out of the bag in front of the other NPCs, but this might be our only chance to get answers.
Master Arida, there's one more truth that I've yet to disclose.
Master,
We are unlike you, and unlike them.
Lily and the others, they're different from the NPCs? Just how much do they know?
And we are neither friend nor foe. Isn't that right, everyone?
Yes. Allow me to prepare tea for our guests.
Please tell us. Why did you bring us here? Or is this all some big misunderstanding?
I have summoned you here. There is a favor of which I've been meaning to ask.
A favor.
We desire for you to teach us about emotions.
What do you mean? Don't you guys experience emotions too?
That remains to be seen. Our request works in Master Arata's favor. Perhaps it could be the answer to what we are. Our wish is for you to visit us on occasion and speak with us when convenient. That is all.
Huh? Hey, who's Arata? I don't know. Oh no. Ludens mentioned Mizunashi by name. What do I do?
Of course, your deed would not go unpaid. In return, I can offer my assistance on your journey. See this? The countless doors reeling behind us. Each of these leads to another corner of our vast, splendid world. The mystical sky capital that you seek, Odyssea, is inaccessible to us. So there is no door that can lead you there directly. But Hardis, Godot, these are locations to which you wish to venture, are they not?
Yo, little Miss Queenie of Hardis. Remember the kingdom you left behind? It's a huge mess right now.
What?
Oh, come to think of it, I recall hearing about the guards locked in the throne room, waging a sad battle they cannot hope to win.
What? That's...
Allegedly, they vowed to hold the fortress until their queen returned. Loyalty is hard to come by in these dire times. What a waste of life. So, what say you? The clock is ticking.
It's true. What you offer is invaluable to our cause. However, whether or not you can be trusted remains to be seen.
Do as you please.
Sheena, sorry for jumping the gun just now. We'll have to catch Lily and the others up to speed soon. What do you think about the Ludens?
As of now, they don't seem to be our enemies. Maybe we can learn more about what happened to the world from them.
I've poured you all some tea. Today's tea of the day is Earl Grey. I hope it is to your liking, Miss Sheena.
Huh? Thank you.
I don't want it!
Lucille?
I hate you. You associate with Rapuka. I don't need you, or your stupid offer.
Lucille, calm down! If what they say is true, then they become our key to reaching Odyssea.
How can any of you even speak to them? They work with a vicious murderer. Lily, I don't understand you.
Your village must face the truth, as should Hardis.
You just want to return to Hardis, don't you? I see through you.
Lucille?
I hate them. You hear me? I don't want their help.
Lucille, wait! You can't run off alone!
What do we do, Enigma? Lucille just barged through one of those doors.
God damn it. I guess this ruins our negotiation.
Jeez. Fine.
Lucille, wait!
Sheena, let's go after her.
Okay.
How wonderful. Emotions flow from her like a raging river over the edge of a fall. The way emotions should be. Sheena, heed my warning.
Huh?
You cannot leave this world.
What?
Sheena!
Coming! Huh? This is...
Hardis Palace.
Whoa. Lucky choice, Lucille. Now we can get right to helping Lily's people. You sure know how to pick 'em.
Aren't you happy, Lily? Yes. Thank you, Lucille.
I was being snide.
Huh?
Lily, what's going through your mind? Aren't you upset with me?
I'm not quite sure how to respond.
Fine. Whatever. Let's go.
If we're in Hardus, you can simply snatch up a terminal stone for us, can't you? Oh, jeez. Awkward.
My, Lucille. Someone's cranky.
Considering Lucille's best friend was murdered along with several people from their village, I don't think it's fair to call her out for it.
Well, I suppose hearing my compatriots make a deal with my most hated enemy would rattle my bones too.
So, what's the next move then?
Luckily, it seems like the dimensional rift we exited from is still here. If we want to return to the strain area, we can just hop back in.
I'm concerned about Lily's soldiers. Let's hurry to the throne room. Hurry? Right, I guess. Let's do that. Huh? Lily?
Well, that's a lot to process that I'll have to try and discuss at some point. Enigma, there's one more thing that I've been mulling over. What is it? That Alice girl kept calling you Arda. What's up with that? Oh, that. Damn, she remembered. Claire's a sharp one. Think of Enigma as a puppet of mine, a being that I can control remotely, know what I mean? Arita is my real name. I'm the one in control of the bear, don't think too hard about it. But how would our enemy know your true identity? She seemed pretty friendly to you, she even called you master and all. That, I don't know either, I've never met them prior to that conversation. Actually, I had a feeling you'd bring this up. I can imagine that it's hard to contain your skepticism, so let me ask one thing of you. Claire, believe in both Sheena and myself, please. Sheena's only wish is to make this world a better place. My goal is to make Sheena's dream into reality. That's why we're heading to Rhodesia. Well, guess that answer will have to do for now. Listen here, bub. I still have a ton of questions to ask you. Next time you set up camp, expect you and I to have a lengthy conversation. Sure, whatever. I don't plan on keeping anything from you. We've gathered so many. I crave more. Give me more. Master Arita. There it is again, another dream where someone calls out to me. Man, talk about a terrible way to wake up. Whose voice was that? It sounded so familiar. I woke in a puddle of drool. I guess I'd fallen asleep on my PC again. I noticed that someone covered a blanket over me. I couldn't imagine Tokyo or Lydia doing a kind gesture like that for me. Maybe it was Rin. I rubbed my tired eyes before peering back at the World's Odyssey screen. I saw that Sheena and the girls had already set up camp. I couldn't lose focus of the task ahead, guiding him to the ending engage. Still, where in the world was Sheena's body being kept? And if the NPCs were humans too, where were they? As our suspicions about Agel's involvement increased, Munakata, Rin and I tried reaching out to them, but we never got a single callback. Damn it, feels like we're hitting a dead end. I just wish that I could reach Detective Hizumi at least. Ow! They still hurt. The wounds I sustained while I was tortured by those rabbit people throbbed immensely. Jesus, I'm gonna lose my mind. I have no clue where the Ludens are. As I glanced over at the clock, it said 3 AM. Tokyo, Lydia and Rin were all fast asleep in Munakata's rooms assigned for them. I should get some shut-eye too. It's at least 3 hours, 6 are different. Actually, there was someone I needed to visit. I needed to get things off my chest. After all, they might very well be awake. Beep. In the end, I chose not to go. I needed my rest, now more than ever. Anxious thoughts to claw my fatigued mind. I set my alarm for 3 hours. I took one last look at Sheena as she slumbered peacefully inside of my monitor. I slouched into the sofa and let my eyelids close for the time. My throat is still being problematic as it was yesterday as well, you might have noticed. It will ease up as the days go by, but it's still a bit bleh. That's why I'm struggling to do some of the characters' voices as well as I were. Really? Oh my, Arita. First you sleep on your desk, now on a sofa. There's no way to live, man. Kid needs a blanket. Oh, it's at his desk. Here, I'm gonna tuck you in again, okay? Oh, I mean, Akata's the one that was tucking us into the blanket. Get some rest, kid. You deserve it, alright? We're all rooting for you. Oh, bless me, Nakata. That's really sweet of him. I think that was one of the other blokes that was helping him out and just getting a blanket over him, not one of the girls being sympathetic. Underestimating my exhaustion, I slipped into a deep sleep in a matter of seconds. Though it was unbeknownst to me, as soon as I fell asleep, my email pinged with a notification. The CEO had emailed me. Beware of Aphysis. Aphysis we'll get more into later. Because, we're not going, because there's another cutscene. I thought I was going to get away with it. Sheena, I've been doing some investigating on my end, and I noticed something. You ready? Sure, what's up? Think back to when we first awoke in World's Odyssey. For me, try and grasp the details. Do you remember sending me an email with the World's Odyssey MGMT address? An email? No. Ever since I awoke, I've been present in this world. I have no means to send an email. It could have been something I did before I awoke, but with my memories gone, there's no way for me to know. Right, do you know what Iris is? Iris? Sorry, I don't. Who's that? We don't know either, but it sounds like someone's name, doesn't it? If anything comes to mind, then I'll let you know, okay? Did something happen? Oh, it was something that I haven't been able to shake. Nothing for you to worry about. Just focus on the task at hand. Mizunashi, are you okay? Have these bad people tried to harm you? She's always one step ahead. If harm comes to you, then I wouldn't know what to do with myself. Right, I'm fine. Are you crying? I have a right to worry, even if we're on a mission. Oh, sorry. Thanks. Promise me, if the situation becomes too dangerous, you must run. Okay. Well, I won't be able to run unless I'm sure that you made out of here safely. Come on, look alive. Lee's gonna call you out. So you get to organise your team for a second before actually continuing with your adventure. I'm deciding to have Lily in front of the party again because, you know, we're back in Heart's Palace and we will be for a good while. On your first playthrough, if you're not following a walkthrough or anything, prepare to get lost in here. Just making that very clear right now, you'll probably lose your bearings for at least a while in here, because the overlaying of the map doesn't help at all. The way it overlays different floors just works completely against you, so you don't know what floor you're really on, and it's a heavy criticism that I hope they address in the next game, that the minimap just needs to be better handled.
All good.
But I want to actually talk about, you know, all the cutscenes we've had this part that I've yet to say anything on. Firstly, the memories that Sheena was having. She's talking to what sounded like a child. And so that child's probably significant. Maybe it's a relative, maybe it's someone that Sheena worked with, maybe it's just someone that Sheena knew, maybe it's someone who played the game with her. Who knows, but it's someone who was also a part of this world, so we should really be looking out for another child just in case. Secondly, the Ludens. The Ludens are a fascinating bunch, aren't they? Because they don't seem to be of this world, but they don't seem to be of any world, because they seemed unsure of what Aruta was going on about when he tried to ask them directly and not so subtly say, look, if you're just a group of hackers, stop what you're doing because you don't know what you're causing here. But they had no recollection of this, so they're clearly not of the real world, but they were unrecognisable to the Odyssey, so they're not part of the Odyssey world, so they're all a bunch of supernatural existential beings that shouldn't be there where they are. And they all seem to know far more than they were letting on, knowing Aruta's name, knowing everyone's name for that matter, and then heavily implying at the end that they knew more about what Sheena was going to go through than she does, saying that she won't be able to get out of here. So there's a lot more to try and understand about them, and starting next chapter you'll be able to freely talk to them as you please, so you can try and learn more about them, but that's one thing at a time. And thirdly, Lucille's situation. Like, I get both sides of the argument, but you're going to notice this start to develop as time goes on. Lily and Lucille's opinions about how important life is go very far in different ways. Because Lily is, I got to do what's best for the people no matter what, and death is just a part of life. Lucille is, no one should ever have to die for someone else. No one should ever have to risk their life for someone else's sake. And you certainly shouldn't work with the people who are prepared to take a life, meaning that they're kinda clashing. This is odd, we've already defeated the Atomic Queen in this area. This should have prevented more bugs from spawning around here. The martyrs here are stronger than before. What's going on? Don't tell me there's an even stronger queen lurking around the corner. What? We'd be on a never-ending chase. Yeah, if those supposed lower levels are the strongest they are, then we might need to prioritise finding the terminal stone just to get out alive. I know it doesn't bear repeating, but Sheena, don't die. Okay. Lily, do you have any idea where the terminal stone could be? We can't afford to waste time. My father, the king, was tasked with protecting it, so I'm not sure. My instinct tells me that he might have stored it inside the Heart's vault, nestled deep in the centre of the palace. Guarded, once we verify that the soldiers are safe in the throne room, let's make our way there. Okay. Lily, are you alright? You don't look too hot. I'm fine, let's hurry. So clearly there's a lot of emotional turmoil going on here as well. But look at that map. Look at that map. Like, what? It's so difficult. You're going to see me lose my bearings a couple times, like more next part than this part. But there's a lot of moments where you're just going to see me stop and stare at the map for a annoyingly long time. Just because I'm trying to work out where I am, because the map's overlay with the floors is so hideous. Like, I really hope they address that in the next game.
You wanted to browse my wares.
But since we're now on a new chapter, the shops have all been updated with new weapons, so feel free to scroll through it, because I believe a certain weapon that I adore on Celica is now available. Yeah, there it is, Proto Infinity. Look at that stat boost. It boosts everything but agility. Not necessarily by much, but the fact that it's so universal means it's something that I'll be keeping a hold of for a good long while.
Interested in selling some items? Thank you. You called for me.
Also, just out of curiosity, I click on talk to see if it does anything, but it's never of anything of worth. So I was just kind of a bit like, eh? But let's talk to people around the camp. I was worried, but I can't keep ignoring it. Hey Sheena, you got a moment? Sheena? Huh? Oh, sorry Mizunari, I mean Mr. Enigma. What's the matter? I should be asking you that. What's up with you? Is there something on my face? You seemed disengaged recently, so I wanted to check up on you. If you want, you can talk to me. Oh my, I suppose it's written all over my face, isn't it? Sorry. It's no problem. What's been bothering you? I've been thinking, there's still so much we don't know about, like, what's going on in this world. What are the Ludens? There's no point in rushing things. They're still being looked into right now. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault. Huh? I mean, it is all my fault. I went missing. I caused development to halt. I worried everyone, and even now, I'm just a burden. No, you're wrong. Don't be so hard on yourself. It might help to find something to distract you, but I'm scared. Huh? I'm scared. I'm terrified, really. If I try to distract myself, I only find more things to question. I begin to wonder about where my body is. If my consciousness is trapped in here, is it safe? Ah, so that's what's been bugging you. I can't imagine how stressed Sheena must be. Cheer up! No, be sympathetic. You're right, this must be difficult. Don't worry though, I'm here for you. We'll figure it out together, so don't let it bring you down. But how can you be so sure? What are you basing this off of? Oh, forgive me again. Hey, it's alright. If you want to voice your concerns, then I'm all ears. Sorry again, I spoke without thinking about what I was saying. What's gotten over me? You're doing it again. When you bounce your concerns off someone else, and it alleviates the troubles caused by festering thoughts. Thank you so much, Mizunari. Would you mind giving me a minute alone? I don't want to let any more bad thoughts slip. You got it. Don't stress yourself out too much, alright? I wonder if there's anything else I could do to cheer her up. Oh, poor Sheena. I can imagine it is terrifying. And there are more people to talk to. Okay, this is an interesting little scene that you can get to trigger. Oh, this is... Ta-da! Check this out, everyone. The Monarch Adventurer aspires something that will blow your mind. Oh, could it be that you found buried treasure? Simmer down over there. My mind is dizzy with anticipation, but what is it that you've spotted? Look at this! Behold, a cute maid outfit! Look, it's positively adorable! You're right! It'd be nice if all of us could wear it, but it only seems to be two. Yeah. Oh, I have an idea! We'll have a competition! Winner gets to try it on! I'll refrain. Competitions don't interest me. I've only got room in my heart for treasure. I don't understand the appeal. What's so cute about it? Me neither. I want to see how everyone looks in it, so you can't back out, especially you, Lucille. You look stunning. Agreed. No one's allowed to sit this challenge. Very well, if you insist. Fighting would be out of the question, so how about a rousing game of rock, paper, scissors? Oh, bring it on! Enigma? Sorry, but there's nothing I can do about to stop this. You'll just have to stick it out. Alright, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Gah! Yay, I win! I won. You got a funny way of calling rock, paper, scissors, Celica. Seriously? Then that means Celica and Lucille have to put the outfit on, right? I can't wait. Why don't we all turn around until they're done changing? You better not look at Enigma. I already know. Anyways, do we even have the time to mold costumes now? What's the matter, Lucille? If you remain seated, I won't be able to slip it on the costume. But I'm embarrassed. Geez, fine, I'll help you out. I'm just going to unbutton your top, okay? Wait. Okay, now lift your hands up. Celica, that tickle. No, my skirt. Everyone's freaking out over there. Indeed, they're still changing though, so I'm unsure if it'd be wise for us to check on them. You better not look, Mr. Enigma. Enough already! Oh, God. Your skin is so fair. I'm kind of accustomed to bearing myself so readily. Oh, my heart's racing for some reason. Why do I feel so guilty all of a sudden? Anywho, everyone else will just have to wait until we try it on, got it? No! Ah, something's wrong. No woman should have all this power. You don't have to undress anymore. Sorry about that, Lucille. Yeah, Seneca got a little bit carried away with undressing Lucille. My existence related to theirs? Well, not like I care. I wonder what my kin think of the versions of myself who shows no remorse for killing others. Will they write me off? You are who you are. As for what I think, I believe I'm different from the other me. It's hard to explain. Though, I can't say for certain whether or not that's a good thing. It's just that, if you think her behaviour is acceptable, then I'll play along. If I continue killing martyrs, if I serve my purpose like a useful tool, would you let me continue travelling with you? There's nothing else I can do. Please, keep talking to me. Next time on Death and Request, we'll explore the rest of Heart's Palace, but until then, take care now.